Hi there, it's Dan here from Flexxable, and today we're going to talk about why clients are cancelling retainers and monthly lead packages. Let's dive in. Okay, so I've worked with my fair share of clients over the years, and I've onboarded my fair share of clients too. And I know the amount of energy it takes to be able to kind of advertise to them, to be able to get them onto a call or however you close them, to be able to then close them, practice your sales shops, then move them to the onboarding process, then get them set up, then start getting them some leads and getting your ads dialed in. And then after a month, they just leave you, okay? And they say, the quality of your leads suck, Dan, okay? And this has happened to me, and I have to say that it's happened to a lot of people in my community and my audience as well. I've sold lots of packages on pay-per-lead to my students, and they come across the same thing. And it's incredibly frustrating to me as well, because I know that the problem is not with you guys and girls, okay? It's not your leads that are the problem. And I think you know this. The biggest problem that I see that clients have is the fact that they're not very good at working the leads. I mean, maybe 1 out of 10 of these clients know what they're doing, follow up leads quickly, have an SMS sequence that goes out, but the rest of them, they just can never make leads work. They're too busy up on their roof installing the roof, and they've got their wife working the leads after she finishes looking after the kids in the evening. Do you know what I mean? And what about the leads that come in out of hours that don't get called till the next day, or the ones that come in on Friday that don't get called till Monday? They've gone cold, and the clients don't understand that they're losing these leads to their competitors. But no matter how hard you try and how many times you drum this home to them, it's like they just see this like it's a blank stare looking right back at you, okay? They don't get it, that they have to work the leads quickly. And I think, fair enough. I think it's because they want to perfect their craft. They want to install the best roof they can, okay? That's more important to them and keeping the customers happy than dialing our leads. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's frustrating, but sometimes we fall so in love with, what we're doing in our lead packages that, we want, because we're good people, we want it to work so well for our clients. But when they don't work the leads properly, we get all disappointed. The client calls up and says, we need to cancel the retainer contract. We need to stop buying leads from you. The quality isn't there, okay? And I just wanted to reiterate, it's not your fault, okay? If you can get a lead and someone to put their hand up and say, I'm interested in getting a roof, and fill out a form or do a quiz or kind of read through an advertorial or, whatever you're using for your funnel, and they click submit and they put their phone number in, they're expecting a call. Do you know what I mean? Most of the time, there is some fake leads and all that type of stuff, but most of the time they're ready to be called, okay? It's not, your job's kind of usually finished at this point in time. This has been a real problem up until probably about 6 months ago, when we started hearing about AI, ChatGPT, and how it's working and how, it's got all these amazing features, right? But there's a lot of people that are creating really awesome images and posting them on Facebook, a lot of marketers out there, right? Or they're kind of getting them to write blog posts and all that type of stuff. But not many agencies out there have figured out the best way to kind of capitalize on AI and be able to sell it to clients, all right? For us, it's recurring commissions, okay? As marketers, we get access to stuff. We knew how big Facebook was going to be before it got massive, right? Because of the potential with the advertising. And we know how big and important AI is going to be. It's just that sometimes these business owners are like 6 months, a year behind us, right? They don't understand the concept yet. So what we do is we create a sales Android experience, okay? So we have a landing page, name, email, and phone number, where we can ask the client to experience AI and how it's going to help their business, okay? So once they opt in, they engage with the Android and they see how quickly and easily they can be booked in. They're pretending to be a customer here, right? They can be booked into an appointment, right? And when they see that, the aha moment happens, right? But we go even further than that. Once they go through the Android, we get the Android to ask them if they want to know how it works. And then we send them a sales doc. We usually have a Google Doc which does our sales, right? So when you combine the experience of AI and how that works with using the sales Android, and then they read a really well-written Google Doc, you don't even need a phone call. They're just so close to closing, you don't even need a call. You can just put a sales page up or a cart link, and they'll just buy right then and there, and you can go into the onboarding process. I mean, it's pretty cool stuff here, and I think a lot of agency owners and people that have clients already are really just on the tipping point of being able to really make a difference to all of their clients, right? And because we're able to solve contact and speed to lead issues for clients, it means that they're going to start up these lead orders again. Do you know what I mean? So the days where we weren't able to continue with them because they said the lead quality sucks, if we're able to introduce them a tool and rent it out to them, which we're doing for recurring monthly commissions, and then they start seeing results, then we can start adding other stuff in, like pay per lead package, because we know the leads are going to get worked properly, which is an added bonus. I just had the same guy that sold it for $2,500, sold them a $17,500 lead package together, so it was a 20K order in one go to a HVAC company. It's just insane what I'm seeing here. And then you got to think about, okay, well, so now I'm getting results for the client. Now they're happy with the contact rates and their appointments. What about their database of, the HVAC's database over the last 10 years whilst they've been in business? What if we could send out what I call a hand raiser SMS to that database and get them to engage all of the old aged leads and book them into appointments too, and charge on a cost per appointment basis or even a cost per sale basis? The opportunities are insane. They really, really are. If you're not on this already, then you should be. There's a link below. We've got our kind of sales Android ourselves where you can test drive it and see if you can break it or whatever. There'll be a link below. Just give it a whirl and see what it looks like and see if it makes sense to you. And you'll get to see our kind of qualifying sequence, and you'll get to see the Google Doc at the end and all that type of cool stuff. Go through and have a play. I'm sure you'll like it. If you don't, then let me know. Drop a comment below if this makes sense. If you like what we're doing here, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so you'll be the first to know whenever we create new videos. I'll speak to you soon.